Hello? Hello? Good morning, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Are we good with our live stream? All right, I got a thumbs up. Okay. Good morning. I'd like to welcome and thank all of you for taking time out of your day to join us for this special celebration of 7 new hearing dogs here at the Southwest region in Oceanside, California. Now, whether you guys are here in person at Oceanside, whether you're watching us on the live stream, or even watching this at a later time from the recording, thank you guys all for your time today. Is that, oh, that's Patty. Patty's done. She's tired of hearing me speak. This lady is up again. Well, many of you probably don't know me, but I am Mary Johnson. I'm the hearing dog instructor from the Southeast region in Orlando. So just about 10 days ago, I flew out from Orlando to help teach team training with my wonderful Southwest assistants, Kate and Amy. So, you know, the past 9 days have truly been a whirlwind of dog hair and kibbles, okay? 10 days ago, 9 strangers, 10 with me, checked into the dorm, and they were apprehensive of what the future might hold. What would their dog look like? What color is my dog? Is it a girl? Is it a boy? Is it long hair or short hair? For 2 students, they'd been here before. They were here to get either their 4th or their 3rd hearing dog from Canine Companions. But how different would things be from before? And now as I stand and they sit in front of me, their smiles, their head tilts tell me that they have had the experience of a lifetime, and they have been placed with their specific perfect match. Now, what is a hearing dog? By definition, a Canine Companions hearing dog is a specially bred Labrador, Golden Retriever, or cross of the 2, who alert their partners to key sounds in the environment that they generally miss. Among these many sounds, they will be trained to do a timer, a doorbell, someone calling their name, a smoke alarm, or even the sound of a siren in a car, which, as you can imagine, creates a lot of anxiety for folks. Now, the specialized commands that they learn, apart from our other placement categories, the first being the alert, which has the dog use their nose to persistently, and sometimes strongly, as Lennox's person can attest to, they use their nose to nudge the person to let them know that the sound is occurring. Now, the second command, called what, happens quickly in succession. As soon as they have their attention, the person says what, and the dog sprints away to go take them to where that sound is occurring. And this could be occurring either in a home or a public situation. Now, beyond these physical tasks, I will tell you that a hearing dog is so much more. On my day-to-day interactions with our applicants to this program, I so many times hear from folks who say they live in a world of isolation. While they may look like they are not disabled on the outside, most of our folks are ambulatory. They use no sort of mobility assistance equipment. And they struggle to fit into a world where oftentimes they don't hear clearly, and people mistake them for being rude or dismissive. As you can imagine, the last 2 years in this global pandemic with mask wearing has made things even worse. But then I talk to our graduates, our hearing dog graduates, who tell me that having a dog by their side gives them confidence, that they now will not miss a sound that could potentially be life-threatening, like a smoke alarm or a tornado siren. Graduates also tell me that having a dog by their side that has this bright orange leash and a bright patch on their vest that says hearing dog, it helps people to understand they're not ignoring on purpose. They just can't hear. There is so much to be gained by having a hearing dog by their side. And as these students turn their faces to the future, they are excited as much as we are to see what the future holds for them. Now here at Canine Companions, we are committed to serving the needs of veterans. We are lucky to have had a veteran in our class, and Steve, I need you to come up here with me, my friend. I'm gonna say some words of, oh good boy! I'm gonna say some words about you, Steve.
Uh-oh.
I know, they're all good.
I'm in trouble.
Now, so challenge coins are a military tradition that dates back to World War I, and today they are very popular amongst all branches of the military. Consistent with this tradition, Canine Companions honors each of our graduating veterans with our unique challenge coin. On one side is our logo and the phrase, proudly serving veterans since 1975. And on the other side is an image of a dog with the phrase, one team, two heroes. Aww. Now Steve, my big friend, served our country from the years between 1965 to 2015. He served in the Navy during the Vietnam War. Secondly, he was a member of the California Army National Guard during the Los Angeles riots of 1992. And finally, as a lieutenant colonel in the state of California Military Reserves from 2006 until when he retired in 2015. Steve, it is my, don't look at me like that, come on Steve. It is my and Canine Companions' absolute pleasure to present this coin to you and thank you for all that you've done for our country and your state of California. Senior Instructor Amy Kinsella to come up, and she will be presenting the class to you guys. Alrighty, I would now like to introduce our graduating teams. The first graduate I would like to introduce is Karen from Chandler, Arizona. Karen is a successor and is being placed with her fourth hearing dog, Lennox II, a female yellow lab golden cross. Lennox was raised by Lori Natani and Phil Cruz from Escondido, California, and Judy and Bill Saunders from Fallbrook, California. Presenting Lennox today are Judy and Bill. The next graduate I would like to introduce is Steve from Whittier, California. Steve is a successor and is being placed with his second hearing dog, Xochi, a female yellow Labrador Retriever. Xochi was raised by Nick Kemp from Denver, Colorado.
The next graduate I would like to introduce is Elizabeth from Dallas, Texas. Elizabeth is being placed with hearing dog Rock the Third, a male black lab golden cross. Rock was raised by Mary and Chris Keenan and Jenny Bulick from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Presenting Rock today are Mary and Jenny. The next graduate I would like to introduce is Steve from Henderson, Nevada. Steve is being placed with hearing dog Flip the Third, a female yellow Labrador Retriever. Flip was raised by Elizabeth and Craig Connors from San Diego, California. Presenting Flip today is their daughter Diane and her son Weston. Hold on to that dog. The next graduate I would like to introduce is Amber from Irvine, California. Amber is being placed with hearing dog Cadet the Third, a female black lab golden cross. Cadet was raised by Joy and Scott Parrish from Wheat Ridge, Colorado. The next graduate I would like to introduce is Sydney from Spring, Texas. Sydney is being placed with hearing dog Patty the Seventh, a female yellow Labrador Retriever. Patty was raised by Jane Gorman from San Diego, California. And last but not least, the next graduate I would like to introduce is Jim from Houston, Texas. Jim is being placed with hearing dog Kugel, a male yellow lab golden cross. Kugel was raised by Michelle Woodbury from Charleston, South Carolina, Martha Murray from Hanahan, South Carolina, and Danielle and Vanessa Leopard of Belton, South Carolina. Presenting Kugel today is his trainer, Mary. And now I would like to hand it over to our class speaker, Jim.
Hi, everyone. On behalf of my classmates, I'd like to welcome all of the Canine Companion staff.
Louder.
Thank you. I should know better. I'd like to welcome all of the Canine Companion staff, the trainers, the puppy raisers, and the breeder caretakers that have come here today, as well as family members that have come to share with us in this moment. I was nominated by my class to give you guys a sense of what these dogs are going to mean to us as we go forward. And I think the best way to do that is just to simply share my story with you today. As you heard, my name is Jim Turner, and I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm a retired geologist. I have high frequency hearing loss, and so what that means is a bit like what Mary was telling you. Usually, I don't understand the words that people are saying to me. And, masks muffle the voice, I can't see the lips, and then plexiglass that comes between me and the person I'm trying to talk to makes it even worse still. High-pitched voices, I don't hear maybe at all. I don't hear my grandkids when they're calling my name sometimes. My wife, Kathleen, and I learned about canine companions when she was at a coffee shop one day, and she ran into a service dog team. And she was so impressed with this dog, the way it behaved and the things that it could do, that she sat there and she chatted with the team for a while. And she learned about canine companions. And well, we were already experienced dog handlers. We showed our pet dogs in AKC obedience events. And so we thought, well, what better way to take something we already enjoyed doing and turn it into something meaningful than to become puppy raisers ourselves. So we raised 2 puppies. Our first was Barnaby the 4th, and then we just turned Alex 7 in for professional training about 3 weeks ago. After that point, we joined our volunteer chapter, which I think you guys would all know about, and that's the Gulf Coast chapter, which serves Houston, Texas. And the members of the chapter soon started figuring out that, hey, Jim doesn't hear very well, because I was always trying to get as close to the speaker as I could, and I still was having a little trouble understanding. And so they started encouraging me to apply for a hearing dog. Well, I was putting them off, because, I hear, let's save the hearing dog for someone who really needs it. And I stayed like that for a while until I had a wake-up call. And that happened for me one day when Kathleen was working in the kitchen. I was only about 10 feet away from her, maybe no more than the second row here, but I was in the next room and the door was closed. So she hurt herself, she's bleeding all over the place, and she's calling out for help. I had no idea. Didn't know she was hurt. She finally came to me and told me to get with it. But I realized I had a problem then. And that's when I decided to apply for a hearing dog. And then I started to realize there are other things that I don't hear. It turns out there are all sorts of appliances in the kitchen that, well, apparently they make noise when they're done. And I found out just recently that I don't hear the doorbell when it rings. And so what I learned is I don't know what I don't hear. But I still struggle with the fact that I don't really deserve a hearing dog like Kugel, and some of my classmates have said something similar to me. He's certainly going to help me, hear those little bings and bongs of, things that are telling me they're done, and he'll let me know when I let the freezer door open. But it's more than just me. It's the 2 of us that get some security, because now Kathleen knows that she can call Kugel to come get me when she needs me. We're both distance hikers. We've hiked part of the Appalachian Trail. We want to do some more of that. She jokes that one of these days she's going to fall off a cliff and I'll keep trudging along, not knowing for another mile. And so he's there. He brings that sense of security to us that we're going to need. Being puppy raisers ourselves, we know what you guys have put into it. We know the love you put into it. We know about the crying in the crate the first few weeks, cleaning up after puppies. We know about the expense you put into it. So I thank you for that. We've seen the trainers, what you guys can do, your professionalism. You look around at this facility here and you think about all that goes into running it, and then you remember that there are a whole bunch of these around the country. And so what I'm left with is this sense that I'm really privileged to have a dog like Kugel. And to me, and you guys can chime in, but that motivates me to really, groom the dog every day, to take him home and to keep training him. These dogs, they're ready to go, but we have to finish the training to make them know what we need. And so to finish that training and make them the best dog that they can be. Going forward, we're going to incorporate these dogs in our daily lives. Elizabeth and Sydney, you guys are both students, and one thing that these dogs are going to do for them is to help them get to class on time, because they don't hear an alarm clock go off. They sleep really heavily too, as we do, because we don't hear as well. Amber's a working mom. She's got 2 kids. This dog is going to give her extra peace of mind. She was born hearing like me, but her mind still thinks she hears. And so when she takes those hearing aids off at night, she's not sure if the things she's imagining hearing are real or not. And so her dog, Cadet, gives her that additional peace of mind at night. Steve, you were telling me you miss fire alarms, and you miss the phone. So your dog Flip is going to help you with that. Steve, you go and you work with veterans, and you took your last dog with you to visit the veterans, and I know you're going to be taking Xochi with you as well. So in addition to helping him with his hearing needs, your dog is going to be something there that I think others are going to benefit from as well. And Karen, you've got this successor dog. This is dog number 4. So it's just a continuation of serving her in everything that she needs to be independent and to get along. For me, it's just a coincidence that I started the training on my first day of retirement.
No way.
Way.
You never told us that.
I'm telling you now. So, and I'm 63, and so this, Poodle's going to be with me into my 70s. Both my father and my mom's dad had the same hearing issue I have. And my father lost his high-frequency hearing completely when he was older. So Poodle's going to keep getting better as my hearing gets worse. And so Kathleen and I just have been talking about how this is just the perfect timing for us with this change, new phase of life. Poodle gets to go on with me in this next phase of life. So, I'm looking forward to this. I'm sure all of my teammates are looking forward to it. And I just want the folks at Canine Companions, the staff, the volunteers, the trainers to know how grateful we are. So, thank you guys.
All right, everyone, enjoy this slideshow. Look into what the last 10 days has been like. Guys, I'd like to present to you our June 2022 Hearing Dog graduating class. Canine Companions is so very grateful to the many foundations, individuals, and organizations that have generously supported our mission of providing exceptional dogs for exceptional people since 1975. The hearts and generosity of the people that are involved with this organization blow me away. I am so thankful to all of you, and we could not continue to do what we do without your generous support. I'd also like to thank all of the wonderful volunteers that provided lunches these last 2 weeks. It'll be good to get home and get back to the gym. But you know, no one who has been through a team training class will ever deny that team training is intense and very emotional. But it is so amazing to see our volunteers across the country, no matter the region, always step in and help where help is needed. And it's even better to see so many volunteers returning to our campus after the last 2 years. I'm so glad to be in a room with people again and see faces and really feel like our mission is coming alive again. And lastly, our puppy raisers. You guys are so wonderful, and thank you for every single thing that you've done. As we met you earlier today, we made the comment, this puppy might have been a challenge to you, right? A little different than maybe training a puppy who might place in one of our other categories. But here we are today. We have 7 teams that are going to go change their own world. Okay, and thank you. As we were meeting puppy raisers this morning, we even made the comment, not only did these puppies grow up in a pandemic, but they also helped their puppy raisers through a pandemic. And with your love, with your guidance, they're going to help these people navigate their world. To all of you that are watching, to all of our puppy raisers around the country, thanks to you as well. Whether you have a puppy right now or you're anxiously awaiting your next one, we thank you, and one day we hope to see you at one of these chairs giving over the leash. And just one last thanks to everybody. Thank you, Southwest Region, for welcoming the crazy Florida girl in. Thank you guys for giving up your campus for 10 days. Thank you for being flexible and willing to do whatever, because I know we kicked you guys out of training rooms and we've messed up your time, but because of your flexibility and your help, look at these guys. 7 dogs who actually are laying down and not doing much, which is a miracle. For those of you who have watched us on the live stream, thank you. If you are new to Canine Companions, if you've seen something that has touched you, if you want more information, please look us up on our website, canine.org. Give your regional office a call, talk to a graduate, get involved. It's a great place to be. And now you 7. This is my chance to say one last release and send you along your way. Patty still wants me to shut up. But you have new ears by your side. You have made new friends. And you will always stay in our hearts as well. So please let us know. I shouldn't have looked at Linda. But I wish you well, safe journeys home, and please let us know. Everyone release and thank you.